What's your definition of cheating? Having sex with another person or emotional affair. Both are cheating. Depends on the grounds we've agreed at the start of the relationship. In a conventional, exclusive relationship, I would consider it cheating to show any romantic affection to someone else, including hand-holding with someone else in a romantic manner, cuddling with someone else in a romantic manner beyond a platonic greeting hug or sympathy emotional support hug, kissing someone else in a romantic manner. Depending on how well I trusted my partner, I might not even be happy with her kissing another guy on the cheek unless it was a socially acceptable greeting format where she was. Obviously anything sexual would be cheating. Groping, masturbation together, oral, intercourse. Obviously the consequence this would have on our relationship would also depend on the severity of the cheating and the boundaries we agreed to when starting the relationship. Beyond that, I don't think it's a problem to spend time hanging out with other people 1-1. It's only when you suspect it might have been more than that. Coffee shop catch up with an old friend for 2 hours in public? Fine. Staying up talking to an old friend until 4 a.m. in the morning alone at said friend's house? On paper, potentially nothing bad happened, but big warning flags raised. Sleeping over and traveling together aren't cheating as such, but if they are doing that, in all likelihood they'll end up fucking. I think we need to distinguish between cheating and disloyalty. All cheating is disloyal, but not all disloyalty is cheating. Having sex with someone other than your partner without your partner's prior consent and knowledge is obviously cheating. Engaging in an emotional and mental romantic relationship with someone other than your partner without your partner's prior consent and knowledge is cheating. Participating in activities with a person of the gender to which you are sexually attracted when you know it makes your partner uncomfortable is disloyal. All of the scenarios listed by OP are disloyal if the non-participating partner has expressed discomfort with the situation or the situation is being conducted in secret from the partner. Planning dates behind so back-touching booty at work, sending snaps, secretly pretending to hang in a group, but one-on-one with a crush, hanging out with an ex who clearly loves you, grinding in a club, dancing, flirting, hiding texts via deleting because it's someone who clearly wants you. This is a conversation to have with the person you're dating to avoid misunderstandings or misaligned expectations. Then, consider the spirit of their feelings and sensitivities instead of trying to lawyer around their words. A lot of this stress can be relieved just by communicating. Personally, I've been burned too many times. You want to make other people feel like they have a shot? You do you, boo. We just aren't compatible. No LG, emotionally or physically overstepping your partner's boundaries. What is or isn't cheating absolutely should be decided on a case-for-case basis, cases here being individual relationships. If your communication isn't good enough for you to talk about it, why all shouldn't be in a relationship in the first place? Meaning trying to talk, stalking, sharing interests, meeting others secretly, anything physical with any other woman. Emotional affairs. I have no issue with a partner having female friends, just be open and upfront and don't hide anything. I wouldn't be messaging other men online or entertaining them in any way, and I would expect the same from my partner. I had an ex who had a lot of female friends, no issue, I used to hang out with them too, sometimes it was a complete non-issue. He didn't hide his phone and would even tell me to read and reply to texts if he was doing something. Another ex, however, complete opposite, used to message other women I've never heard of, claim they were friends. I used to tell him I have no issue, just be open and honest. I would ask what he'd been doing today, he would say nothing, and then his 5-year-old son would tell me they went to meet Dada's friend and describe her. He would hide his phone notifications, take his phone to the bathroom, got a second phone as I kept challenging him about how it was making me feel, and then ended up moving all his female friends to this other phone he kept in the car, all whilst making me feel like I was crazy and being too much. To the point I went to see a counselor as I thought there was something wrong with me. That relationship messed me up for a while, still since 5 years on. Anything you have to hide from your significant other is cheating. All of these scenarios are not cheating in itself. Even if there were sexual interactions in any of these scenarios, cheating only starts when you stop being open and honest with your partner about what you are doing and feel a need to keep secrets from that partner. If that happens, then every one of these scenarios then become cheating acts. It often depends on the emotional security of the individual. Those with the hang-ups over tea and coffee with someone of the opposite sex have often, but not always, got some conscious or subconscious reason for being that way and see it as a problem when their partner does it, but not if they do it themselves. To me, cheating is when consensual physical contact occurs or an emotional bond is allowed to develop from both parties. Chatting, banter, and even a bit of flirting is harmless fun if understood as that by all concerned. However, if your banter or flirting is affecting your partner, you should have the good grace to put them first. But you are allowed friends, even ones you have previously been physical with. This is where you have conversations about some boundaries, so you can decide for yourself if this works for you. But generally anything you do secretively that you wouldn't do with your partner right next to you. Kissing, flirting with, having an emotional affair, or having sex with someone else would be considered cheating to me. Anything else would depend on what boundaries we've discussed and what lines we've agreed not to cross with others. If you cross those boundaries, that's cheating. For example, it doesn't bother me if my girlfriend has guy friends she occasionally hangs out with one-on-one, like grabbing coffee, lunch, dinner, etc. I, however, wouldn't be comfortable with them spending the night with each other. So if they did, and this is a boundary I had laid out, whether or not anything physical had happened between them, I'd still consider it cheating. Basically, if they ignore my boundaries and/or do things behind my back because they know I wouldn't like it, then I consider that cheating. None of these things are cheating to me. Cheating to me means some kind of sexual contact, physical or otherwise, for example exchanging nude photos without the permission of your committed partner. I don't consider emotional affairs to be cheating. Depending on the situation, they may involve some kind of betrayal. But I don't think it's cheating. Personally, I don't think cheating can be defined by specific actions because it depends on the circumstances. Cheating is basically anything you do with a person that is intimate and you purposely choose not to tell your partner. None of those are cheating, all of those are just platonic interactions. To me, it's pretty simple. It is when you are attached to someone and still trying to entertain others.